Hey Luis, my name is Christopher. I own Artistic SEO Solutions, and I came across your website and I decided I wanted to see if I can't help you guys out by giving you some information that I've learned with the years I've been doing this that might help garner some customers for you. So as we take a look at the search engine results page, this is where future customers are going to come and they're going to put in buyer intent keywords. You know how Google works. And this is what they're going to see. We've all seen it before. You're going to have advertisements up at the front. But as far as your business is concerned, this is where they're going to land. Each and every single time when somebody is looking for a service-based industry, they always go to the map pack. And the top three are always posted. You don't ever see the ones behind that. And if we notice, you're not in the top three. Nobody ever bothers to click down here. A lot of times customers are lazy. So let's take a look at what your profile looks like. And as we look at your profile, it looks pretty good. And in order for you to rank in your Google profile, there's quite a few factors that need to come into play. Google wants to see 50 to 100 photos. You guys have got that. You're doing really good. Google also wants to see lots of reviews. Those reviews need to be quality and they need to be consistent. And you need to be getting new reviews each and every single week. You also need to have updates. So when you take a look at a profile, as long as they're putting in updates, it keeps you relevant with Google's eyes. And I notice you're doing pretty good on your updates. But the one thing I did notice is your updates are only being done once a month. So you need to up those frequency of your updates to weekly. All right, so that's about all I've got for the Google Business Profile. If you were to do those things, I think we'd be looking real good on here, get you ranked up. Now let's take a look at the organic section. Now with the organic section, uh, this is where you want to take and be organically. And in order to be here organically, you need to beat out the competition in every single aspect. And there's quite a few various different things that go into that. Keyword content, quality content, and backlinks. Now, one last thought on this particular section is let's keep in mind your Google business profile is going to account for 46% of all of your future customers. And your organic rankings, getting to this particular section right here, this is going to account for 50, excuse me, 54% of all of your future customers. So it's critical to take and pay attention to this. Now let's take a look at your website. I was looking at this earlier, and I've got to say that it's laid out really well. Love the opening photo. That background is fantastic. So with your website, you need to have quality and authoritative content on your site. And what is content? All right. Content in Google's eyes is everything that is on your web page. It is the pictures, it's the text, it's the links, and everything that's behind it. So, in order for you to be found for the key phrases or key terms that you want to be found for, you need to make sure that those key phrases and key terms are in your content. And the more unique and authoritative content that you have, the more likely it is that Google's going to present your site in the search results when potential and future customers are searching for those keywords. So let's take a look at one of the tools that I use. This particular tool is called Ahrefs. Now, Ahrefs gives me an overall look under the hood. It allows me to see what's working for your site, what's not working for your site, and I can get very in depth in analyzing the best possible method to get you ranked up. And as we take a look right in here, this section we want to take a look at. You've got 257 backlinks, which is good. And let me explain really briefly what a backlink is. A backlink is a link from another site that directs traffic back to you. And the more authoritative backlinks you have from reputable sites, such as like Train and Carrier, so on and so forth, will garner more weight in Google's eyes than if you were to have something, say, from Papa John's Pizza. All right, so enough about backlinks. Keywords right in here. All right, it's showing me that you have 136 keywords and you're driving 16 visitors to your site, and that's not very much. That explains why you're on page 2. Now let's take a look at some keywords. This is one of the keywords that was on your site, and as we can see, it's grouped into uh, the volume of repairs, and New Mexico is one of the biggest ones, and then service, and then we've got heating and everything else. You take and group these in here. These are all future customers. This is the amount of searches that is done with each one of these per month. And by using these tools, we can curtail a good SEO direction to take your site. Let's take a look at your competitor's website. Their site's not looking too bad. I think your site is a more attractive site. It's laid out a little bit better, and you definitely have a little bit more content than they do. But kind of made me scratch my head and wonder why these guys are beating you out. So I took a real quick look under the hood, and without going in depth, this explains it right here. They have more keywords and they have more backlinks, and they're getting 83 visitors per month. So in order to take and get you to that particular point where you're ranking in the top 3 on your Google business profile, I already explained that. And as far as the organic links, it's simply a matter of taking a look at what your competition is doing and deciding where you want to focus on. And you do the same thing your competition is doing, and then you add more. And that's basically all I have for you. So I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this, and I hope you have found this information to be informative. And feel free to take what I've given you here and use it for yourself, implement these changes. But if you don't have the time, I would really love to be able to have a conversation with you and see if I can't take and help you out. Because my passion is working with contractors and seeing them grow their business. I can be reached at 919-396-4030. Once again, my name is Christopher Anguson, and I own Artistic SEO Solutions. Louise, thank you very much for your time. You have a fantastic day.